Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the College Championship Game.
Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and Arizona.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward position. Here's Hill. The shot no good. Solid defense right there from Freak.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the College Tournament Club.
How about that for a first impression?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad at all. Prior to their recent run of success, that was their lone bright spot as a program.
Here is Hawkins. Here's the screen. Pick up by Hill. Hawkins passes to Decker. He feeds it to Hill. To end the run, it's hauled in by Arizona.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a four-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Now, here's Decker. Defense is right there. Hawkins shot good.
And, guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And it's Freak missing. Now Hawkins. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Hawkins has got his second bucket of the night. Arizona leading by 8.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Craig, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Lawson in at the 1. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the power forward. Hill kicks to Hawkins. And Lawson with the block. They get it back. That is good. And the Arizona lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Kaminsky. And it's a completely new group. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak in a 2-guard. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Lewis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Badgers, they've got Decker. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4. Shot's good. Hawkins has got 8.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Lawson dishes to Freak. Back to Lawson. Lewis passes to Freak. Knocks it loose. Lawson kicks to Freak. To the middle. Down low. Here's Hill. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, Scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing the player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
Badgers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. That one drops. He ties it up.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Freak dishes to Landry. Outside Williams. There's the pass to Freak. They set the pick. The screen from Ewing. Here's Freak. Second shot opportunity. Ewing misses. The dish to Decker. And Wade now top of the key. And that misses. That would have put him up.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And here's Hawkins. He's got 8. The 11-footer. The second effort, Decker, and he drops in the way up off the glass. And Wisconsin leads by 4.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Freak in at shooting guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Lewis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Arizona moving the ball around. Freak kicks to Lawson. Baseline J on the way, and the jumper falls for him. Checkers check in for Wisconsin. Hill comes in for Peyton. Wisconsin trails by 3. Conley with it. Pick up by Hill. Conley kicks to Evans. And there's the feed to Hill. They set the screen. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but He's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Lewis. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lawson against Conley. Evans outside. The shot no good. So Arizona will take it the other way. Freak kicks to Lawson. It's in!
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
We've got time. You don't have to isolate immediately.
The Badgers making a switch here. Hawkins is checked in. We've got 33 seconds left in the second half. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too. And an intentional foul right there. And an intentional foul right there. Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he commits the intentional foul. And he commits the intentional foul. And no problem there in the first free throw. 1-1 situation, so he'll get another. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the three to tie.
And the Badgers with possession here. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. He drops the first one, and that brings them within two. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a two-possession game.
Conley, the pass to Evans. From the top of the key, they get it again.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it two in a row. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
So Arizona wins it. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work